Back to our day of wild weather, we want to show you that new video coming into our newsroom from El Campo. Once again, Chief Meteorologist Travis Herzog joining us.
Wow. A lot of families in that same situation driving down Highway 59, maybe going home or two from the holidays celebrations, and take a look at that twister that was spotted. Thankfully, it paralleled the highway and mostly just hit some fields. We did have a few structures get damaged, but the best news of all is that with all the tornadoes we've had today, Lisa, nobody was injured. And the remarkable thing is we were able to see that tornado on our 13 alert radar in Edna about 30 minutes before the first warning was issued by the National Weather Service. Let me do a quick explainer here of the power of the 13 alert radar network. This was the view from the National Weather Service radar in Dickinson and League City at 1:45 p.m. The beam here, the radar beam, is several thousand feet above the ground because of the curvature of the earth. And you could see there was a strong thunderstorm here south of 59 east of Ganado. But look at the clarity and detail that's revealed by the 13 alert radar that was just 13 miles away in Edna, and you see this very clear hook echo on the radar, the curvature indicating that that storm was spinning like a top. And so we believe that this may have been a tornado on the ground well before the warning was actually issued, and that's why we've been working hard to fill in these low-level coverage radar gaps that exist in southeast Texas. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the low-level radar coverage of the National Weather Service radar there in Galveston County, where we're looking at where the beam is 5,000 feet or lower. Okay, so we're getting coverage in that lowest mile of the atmosphere. We can also throw on the two Doppler radars that serve Bush Airport and Hobby Airport, and this is the National Weather Service's low-level coverage, which leaves some gaps on the edges of the ABC 13 viewing region. So we've now added two radars, one in Edna and one in College Station, to fill in those low-level coverage gaps on the western side of the Weather Service radars, and we have a new radar coming online in the vicinity of Lake Livingston in 2025, and that is going to fill that last remaining gap we have in southeast Texas. So we're really excited to be able to bring this tool to you, this network, to help serve our community and give you that life-saving information when severe weather strikes like we observed today. Now the 13 alert radar network shows the storms are mostly offshore from Texas, but still some rough stuff in Louisiana. We had several inches of rain come down in bands. These storms that formed today were called high precipitation supercells. They're rotating storms with heavy rain, and the two bands you see cutting across Harris County, those were the two ones that produced all of the tornadic activity. The southern one that cut through Houston thankfully did not produce a long track tornado, but it did flip over that mail truck on the southwest side of town. Now, one more opportunity for stormy weather in 2024. That arrives on Saturday, and there will be a risk of severe weather. There's the one that came through today. The next one is coming here on the west coast, and let me show you the severe weather risk map. We are in the green shade, so we're kind of on the edge of where severe weather could begin, but it's really going to ramp up in this orange zone, a level 3 out of 5 risk like we had today, centered around Jackson, Mississippi, where there could be some strong tornadoes. And this is our future track radar loop. You can see some really rough weather. If you've got loved ones maybe that are in town for the holidays, they're planning to travel on Saturday to this part of the country, maybe consider changing those plans. We do expect 2 rounds of storms here. In the morning is when the storms will first fire up. Those are the ones that quickly turn severe as they move off to our east. The second round of storms, that will arrive later on in the afternoon. That one should not be severe, and that comes with a cold front. All right, so it's currently 64 degrees. We've got humidity dropping now with the north breeze at Bush Airport, but still pretty sticky down in Galveston where it is 70 with that westerly wind. So some drier, cooler air on the way overnight. We drop down into the 40s and 50s, and then tomorrow the sunshine and the southwest wind pop our temperature back up into the middle 70s. The storms hit us on Saturday, and that's the last round of storms we have for the rest of this year. Pretty warm Sunday and Monday afternoon, especially close to 80 degrees. Then we get a cold front to roll in here on New Year's Eve. Early in the morning, it passes through dry, which sets the stage for a delightfully chilly ring into the new year. We're expecting midnight temperatures on New Year's Day to be in the 40s, and that festively cool weather takes us into the first week of January. So some pretty nice tranquil weather to kick off 2025, and we've earned it after this week.
I would not mind if that New Year's weather set the tone for January.
Please.
We could use it. Travis, thank you.